Do you have too many tasks and you freeze up just thinking about doing them? We have the answer. In today's modern world, we try to do more than we can handle. This is because there is so much to do around us. These books will teach you how to let go of certain things, focus on 5 categories of your life, and create a time management routine that really works. All you need is 18 minutes a day. Today's book summary is 8 minutes. Do you dream big? Usually people who have big dreams are very busy. They have a long list of tasks to do every day. They don't even have time to breathe. But doing this is not good for you and your goals. If you always feel tired, you will not have the energy to finish any work quickly and you will not be able to remain creative either. No, for this, you will need a system that really works. This book summary will teach you how to focus on important things and how to do your work. With this book summary, you will learn to organize your life and you will realize that sometimes you should stop and rethink about your life strategy so that you can become better. How to control your life by controlling your reactions. You will learn that too. Know when you let your emotions take your decisions, it is very wrong. That is why you have to learn some simple tricks because the path to success opens only by knowing yourself. This book will guide you in choosing your passion. For this, you will first have to focus on the 4 elements mentioned in this book. After finding your passion, you can move towards the second step, which is to choose the focus areas of your life. If you are ambitious, then through this chapter you will understand your scope in a better way. You will not feel it as a burden. After knowing these principles, the last chapter will teach you time management routine which can change your life. So are you ready to change your life in 18 minutes? If your answer is yes, then let's start this journey and first of all let's talk about reducing your forward momentum. Reducing the rush to move ahead. We all are afraid to accept our mistakes. When some people start a project, they work at full speed. They think that by doing this they can get success quickly, but sometimes you should stop, take a breath and then think again about your strategy. Whenever you feel that you are doing something wrong, you should slow yourself down for a while. If you are caught in an argument or a fight and you feel that you are probably on the wrong side, then you should slow down your speed and think carefully about what to say next. The second strategy is to stop and start again. Let's assume that you want to start a business of your own. And you feel that you are going in the wrong direction or your idea cannot be successful? Before you invest more time and money in your failing business, you should stop in such a situation and start everything again. Let's take the example of Dr. Alan Rochenfield. He was the Dean of Columbia School of Public Health and he always spent most of his life helping others. Especially Dr. Allen was a great leader in helping people and after his death, the School of Public Health was named after him. Once Dr. Ln was debating with his friend Lee on vaccination of small children. Dr. Ln had knowledge of this subject and believed that children should be vaccinated. To prove his point, he gave solid facts, in which it was told how vaccines saved millions of people from dangerous diseases like polio and measles. It protects us from diseases. On the other hand, his friend Lee was against the vaccine. No. Lee had read an article on the internet on the basis of which he was considering his point to be correct. He said that the article proves that the vaccine has harmed many people. Dr. Allen was an expert on this subject, so he could have laughed at Lee's article without any solid evidence, but he did not do so. Instead of getting angry and proving himself right, he stopped arguing. He slowed down a bit and thought for a while. Then Dr. Allen told Lee that he had not read that article and would give his feedback only after reading it. Many people think that if they accept their mistake, they will lose their respect, position, and power, but the truth is just the opposite. Accepting your mistake in front of the whole world is a sign of being a strong and robust person. No. So if any of your talks or any work is not working out, then there is nothing wrong in ending it and starting something new. Do not lose your future opportunities in your stubbornness. Such thoughts which hold you back should be left behind. This is the way to success and progress, and in this way of progressing, the question is, where do you want to land? Do you remember that you did not like your school math teacher and because of him you failed in maths and perhaps could not even get a degree? No. Many people fall into such a trap because we let external factors dominate the results of our present situation. Talking about our decisions, we feel that the control of our life is in our hands, but you are wrong. Often no, when you react quickly to a trigger without thinking, because of that you reach these results. For example, your math teacher who decided to give you less marks, you have to change your focus. Instead of letting the triggers of life control our results, you have to control the results for yourself. You will be able to do this only when you think about what result you want. Then you should slow down and find the reaction that will guarantee that the result you have thought will be the same and you will get the desired knowledge and success. The author of this book, Peter, is also a consultant. His client's name was Hunter, whose company was facing many cases and his name was very bad in the press. Peter wanted to solve Hunter's problems. One day Hunter told Peter that he seemed ready to help him, but he would not be able to save his company from these problems. Hunter also told Peter that he had cheated many consultants in the past and after Peter's failure, he would continue to cheat them. Peter felt bad on hearing this and after leaving Hunter's office, he immediately called his uncle and told him that he did not like Hunter, so he would not work for his company. Uncle laughed on hearing this and taught Peter an important lesson. He said that it is not necessary that we like the person with whom we do business. We should just focus on our business or work. So Peter decided that he would work for Hunter and he worked there for many years. One day Peter went to Hunter's office and saw a book written by him on the shelf there. Peter asked if Hunter had read that book. Hunter replied, yes, he had read that book and also told that the book was very good. One conversation with him changed all the feelings of Peter for Hunter. Now, he started liking Hunter. If Peter hadn't worked for Hunter because he didn't like him, he wouldn't have gotten the job that paid him for years. This is what happens when we let our reactions decide what to do next. And because of this, we miss out on a lot of good opportunities. So, to avoid missing out on opportunities, you need to choose the right step. Choose your next step at the intersection of 4 elements. We live in a very noisy world and want to do a lot of things. No. Sometimes we think we can't do it because we don't know what to do. Then, we decide not to do anything. If you don't start working on it now, you can miss out on so many opportunities in life. You will realize that you may get distracted. You have to focus on only 4 elements. First element, you should know about your strengths and keep improving yourself until you become a master in them. When you focus on the thing in which you are the best, then you have more chances of winning. Second element, do not let your weaknesses be your fate, but embrace them. Try to take advantage of this weakness. If people come to know that you are not bothered by your weaknesses, then no one will be able to defeat you. Third element, if there is something in you that is unique and different from the rest, then do not change it. No, it is a big thing to be different from the world. When you do what the whole world is following, then you will hardly be able to win in the competition. Therefore, take the thing that is different in you as an advantage and take advantage of it. The fourth element is to find your passion. When you start planning for the coming year, focus on your passion and not on the things that make you money. Your passion should be something that you can do all the time and you don't have to think about it. Let's see a perfect example of how a person embraced his weakness and made it his work. Jobs is a successful man and is very famous for being a big-hearted person. His biggest achievement was to give a large part of his wealth to a charity foundation. Once Jobs was having lunch with his friend and the waiter came to take the order. Jobs asked for shrimp salad but said that he wanted his salad with salmon, not shrimp. The waiter smilingly told Jobs that he will arrange it and said that he will have to pay an extra $1 for it because salmon is more expensive than shrimp. After thinking for a while, Jobs said that now he will take shrimp only, not salmon. Although he is very rich, he still understands the value of even $1. Some people may call him miserly or strange, but they don't know about his thinking, which made him successful. Jobs follows his principles very strictly. He believes that if something does not give double value in return, then it is useless to invest your money in it, even if it is just $1. Jobs is an example of someone who used his weaknesses to his advantage and not against himself. Did he make his wealth because of these principles? He has adopted this strange approach to money wholeheartedly. If you want to live a life that is different from others, then you have to know yourself. You should also know about your strengths and weaknesses so that you can focus on them and use them in your work. You do not need to be ashamed of being different from others. You have to be successful because you are different, unique, and knowing this, now we have to decide what to do next. Deciding what to do. Let's know what to do. Decide. Do you remember the time when you had a lot of work to do, but you did not know where to start? We all have to go through this. We think that by doing more of a task, we will be more productive, but in reality it is just the opposite. If you have 20 things in your to-do list, then you will get tired and instead of working hard, you will just stop. Every year you should focus on 5 things. No. Out of which 3 goals will be for your work and 2 for your personal life. So when you make your to-do list, write only those 5 things in it in which you remain focused. Fiorella was the sales head of a mid-sized tech company. She asked Peter for help because she was feeling very upset. Fiorella had a lot to do. He had to solve the issue of sales performance in Asia. He also had to fix some problems of the US team and discuss strategies with the CEO. All this. The task was written in Fiorella's to-do list for that one day. Apart from this, there was a lot more to do. Fiorella had so much work that she did not know what to do. She would get cold feet and could not start anything. This happened because she had already given up on these tasks. She needed a few moments to breathe. Then, when Fiorella thought of organizing her list, she saw tasks in it that were not important. These tasks were just taking up space on the calendar, and this was what bothered her. If you are an ambitious person, then you need to be organized, otherwise you will not be able to do anything. First of all, decide about the 5 categories in which you have to focus this year. Then prepare a list so that you can achieve your goals. By doing this, you will ensure that your time will not be wasted. This will keep you focused. You will not feel any fear and you will not feel tired all day. There is a saying that sometimes less is more. You should think of 5 goals for 2021. Just remember you have to make 3 career goals and 2 personal goals. After the goals are decided, we have to take the next step. You have to remove things from your to-do list. Once you have chosen 5 categories to focus on and have also learned to keep all your tasks in the right categories, now it is time to think about the rest of your tasks. After organizing everything, you will be left with tasks that do not have any category, but you have to do them too. You will also have such tasks which you will never be able to complete in a day. So what will you do with such tasks? You sit down and review your list. You know you have 4 choices. You can do these tasks now or you can postpone them for tomorrow or the day after. You can also keep these tasks in a list which you will definitely do later, or you can leave these tasks. The trick is to know that you should not keep a task on your to-do list for more than 3 days. This unfinished task can make you feel tired, overwhelmed, and lose yourself somewhere. You may also get angry and behave in a way that is not in your nature. Let's take an example. Dov is the CEO of a professional service firm. He has a very successful life and everyone likes him because he is a good person. Dov has a successful job, a happy marriage, children. He is also intelligent and takes care of his community. No. Dov reads a lot of books. Because of this, people like to be around him at parties. However, one day Dov threw his phone which almost hit one of his employees. But after this he realized that doing this is not his habit. This is not his identity. Dop is a good person, whom everyone likes. So what happened to him that day? Simply put, he was worried about his long list of tasks. Dop had a lot of work left which he could not complete. Because of this, he felt worthless. He was not at all happy with whatever achievements he had. He felt that he could do a lot more. After throwing the phone, Dop tried to apologize and wanted to make everything right. But the problem was that even one mistake of his in front of people could change people's perspective. This was the moment that became his identity because he was not able to manage his to-do list properly. If you do not want to burst out in anger like me, then you should learn a simple trick. Every morning you should set your phone alarm for 1 hour. Then you ask yourself 2 questions. The first question: was I productive in the last 1 hour? Second, what can I do so that the next hour is better than the previous one? By doing this, your focus will remain on the current task and the rest of the tasks in the list will not recognize you. You should use every hour of yours. So after knowing amazing things about your to-do list, now it is time to prepare your daily routine. Do you get time to do everything in a day? Not at all. Everyone complains that they are short of time, and this is the problem. No. In the previous chapter, we learned how to focus on 5 categories of our to-do list, in which 3 categories are related to our work or job and the remaining 2 categories are for your personal life. Keeping an organized list cannot solve the problem of lack of time like a magic. No. The real challenge is the execution of your plan. That is, how do you run your plan? How can you stick to your plan in the face of so many distractions? This is a big question. The answer is very simple: you have to make a routine. This is the 18-minute technique. First of all, spend 5 minutes every morning to plan your to-do list. Remember that you have to write only those tasks that fit into your 5 categories. Then every hour you should check your productivity for 1 minute and see how you can improve further. The last step is to review for 5 minutes every day at the end of the day how your day went. You can ask, what did you learn throughout the day? What do you want to improve in? Jack LaLanne was a fitness guru. He was famous for tying himself to boats full of people and pulling these boats by swimming for a mile. Doing this is quite unique and requires a lot of power. Jake's show used to come on TV, and this show was the longest-running fitness show on American TV. This continued for 34 years. People did not know that Jake was more than just a TV celebrity. He created many exercise machines that were famous all over the world. One of these was the weight selectors machine, which was used in health clubs. The secret of Jake's success was very simple. He created a solid routine for himself, which he followed every day. Jake used to exercise for 2 hours every morning, weightlifting for 1.5 hours, and the remaining half hour he used to swim or walk. He died at the age of 90, but till the last days, he continued to follow his routine despite his age. The last book he wrote was Live Young Forever, which was his 11th book. Writing a book at the age of 90 is not an easy thing, but weightlifting at your old age is like being superhuman. Jake knew where to keep his focus, and he never forgot this. He never took even a day off because he believed in the power of his routine. If you want to be extraordinary and successful like Jake, you have to make your goals your rituals. Start applying the 18-minute ritual to your life and see how your life improves every day. So now you know how you can change your life by spending your 18 minutes. After knowing this, you can now relax for a while. You have to let go of the things that hold you back. Accepting your mistakes is not a weakness. Rather, it is a step that will make you think better and do better work. You also learned how to control your reactions so that you can control your life. It does not always depend on your emotions. You need to be smart about your decisions, and no matter how difficult it is, you should always take the right step. To change your life, you have to focus on 4 elements. These elements are your strengths, weaknesses, your differences, and passions of life. In this book you learn to narrow down your goals to cover 5 areas of your life each year. If you focus on more than 5 categories, you will get lost because you cannot handle them all at once. You also learn the 18-minute routine, which can help you focus and remove distractions. To follow this routine, you should spend 5 minutes every morning on your planning. Then you should check your productivity for 1 minute every hour, and at the end of the day, you should spend 5 minutes reviewing your entire day. By following this ritual daily, you can build a strong foundation for your success, so what are you waiting for? By using the 18-minute technique, you can achieve your goals. Create a daily routine that is made for winners.